Do you remember that very first time you had the conversation? Maybe it was with your boss, maybe it was with a coworker, and you discovered they make more money than I do. And I'm not sure why they make more money than I do. I remember that conversation. The first time it really dawned on me, Mike Arnold and I were standing in a parking garage in San Antonio, Texas, having that debate. I'm J Loren Norris with Leading Leaders Podcast. And it's ironic that we had that debate because we were both part of a startup company at the same time. We were both coming from one arena of the world into a new arena of the world, launching this company. And when I said, there are a lot of things that I know that you don't know. Why are you getting more money than I am? Mike had a very strategically wise answer. He said, look, my job isn't to have all the answers. My job is to know who does have the answers. And you don't have all of them, but you have answers that I don't have, and so I need you on the team. And this person has answers that you don't have and that I don't have, and we need them on the team. And he went through a list of people. He said, but honestly, it was my idea, and the investors back my idea, and the investors stand behind the principles of the ideas that we have, and they trust me to build a team of people who know what I don't know. There's another word for that. It's called collaboration. Co-laboration. Collaboration. Working together. Duh. But how often do we see, especially in small businesses, this tension, this pull, this fight among leaders who are like, no, that's my territory. Those are my coaching clients. Those are my clients for paint and body or HVAC or plumbing, and even general contractors who, rather than sub-hire all the different tasks, they want to raise their hand and say, well, I can do that, and I can do that, and I can do that. My sister is struggling right now with a guy who claimed to be an expert in ACs and made the promises of a 10-year warranty and parts and labor completely covered. You for the first year, you don't have to worry about a thing. Wrote the big check, had the HVAC system completely redone. Ducts and plenums and lines and compressors and everything. And in less than 6 months, wouldn't even return a phone call when it stopped working. But yet, when she calls other people in the community, in the same town, in the same industry, and says, I'm running into a little trouble, can I help? All any of them want to do is badmouth him but not put it on record, and then they don't want to co-labor in getting the system redone. They want to strip it all out and start all over. Well, what you should have done is this. Well, that's great, but why can't we work together to start where we are and move forward? A lot of people in small business have the same struggle. They want to compete with everybody. They feel like they realize, because they've been programmed to believe, there's only a certain number of dollars in the marketplace, and you've got to fight and scrounge and scrape and gather as many of those dollars as you can from every possible person. And the only way you're going to get those is if so-and-so doesn't get them. And the only way you're going to get that business is if you shut them out or block them out or provide a better service or a unique service. Okay, look, the reality is if we're not providing a unique, quality, excellent service, it doesn't matter who our competitors are. Eventually, the consumers get wise to the fact that what you're offering is second rate. But when we co-labor together, when we collaborate with people of like minds, people who have the same set of values, the same core beliefs, the same standards of excellence, when we work together with people like that, then we may be doing the HVAC system and realize, hey, there's actually a plumbing problem here too. I know somebody who works at the same level of excellence that I do that I recommend for that. Or I notice that you're having a little bit of trouble with your grass versus weeds balance here. I know somebody who can help with that. They work at the same level of excellence that I do. I know someone who can help your child with their homework. I know someone, and we all do know someone, but sometimes we forget them, or we feel like, well, this customer, this client only has so many dollars, and I really don't want to take a chance of redirecting their dollars. No, the truth is, success is a big, open book. It's a gigantic, almost infinite supply of resources, this world that we live in. And the ability for us each to grow together, to realize our lane, to realize, like what Mike said, I don't have to know everything. I have to know who knows the thing I need to be known. When we can be resourceful instead of trying to be our own sources, when we realize we don't have to get every dollar from one client, we can diversify the flow of our income and at the same time diversify the flow of their investment by leading them to other providers in other industries who operate with the same core values and the same standard of excellence that we do. When we reach that level, we can change the world. Find the people around you who offer services you don't offer at the same level of excellence and collaborate with them. Co-labor, learn to work together. It's called a referral network. It's a powerful thing, but it's also a powerful thing as a leader to realize when you've reached your limit. See, I wouldn't have had a job to debate about my salary with the guy who was my boss if he hadn't said, I see something in you that I can't offer. But if he hadn't created, if he hadn't come up with the idea for this new organization, there wouldn't have been anything for me to contribute to. You're going to have to co-labor with some people around you. Find those creatives. Find people who are doing something similar to what you're doing, but different, who think like you, but do it differently, and co-labor with them. I'm J Loren Norris for Leading Leaders Podcast on Tell It Like It Is TV. Have a blessed day.